So, hopefully we got our tech problems out of the way now instead of later, because OBS had some updates to go through, and for a second it was pretending like I have never streamed before, ever. It's like, oh, you want to do a broadcast? Nah, son. And yet, I prevailed. Anyway, hi. It's one of those days. Oh, and the bot's already out in full force. Good stuff. So, remember when we were doing a bit of this? Remember when I said we were just gonna play it for a couple hours and then switch, and then it turned into the whole night? Yeah. I dare say we shall be getting back to it. Because, yeah, I am liking the space intrigue and being made to feel terrible about my decisions. It's just like real life! Ah. There we go. No. Oh, a notification that's not from a bot. Boy howdy. What were we even doing last, anyway? Oh yeah, we were playing shotgun with that guy. I've been playing so much Abiotic Factor that the fact that the steering wheel's on the left-hand side is throwing me off. Oh, right, I remember. We were learning about, the flies. And, that's our binoculars. There's our map. I just need to double check the controls here, because I thought for a second... My metal detector is with me all of the time. I'm the inspector over the line. Every seashell has a story to tell if you're listening. Okay. I was gonna say, Jesus. Nvidia is going nuts right now. I don't think y'all can see it, but I keep seeing this thing up in the corner that's like, your overlay is not turned on. You should turn it on. Turn it on. I'm like, no, I'm good. Also, Avast Ye Grim. Oh, right! We had another Final Fantasy X Blitzball sphere to go through.
The second transporter is under a force field. It's hovering above the ground.
So it is operational. Probably also in better shape than the other one.
It certainly looks better.
The cargo may be intact then. It was damaged in the first one, right?
Actually, I'm not sure. I didn't think to go inside. The force field melted adjacent rocks.
They had to run the generator on full power. They were defending themselves after all.
From the swarm of flies, I presume.
We don't know how large it was. They didn't capitulate.
I get emails about that.
Well, I don't know that. So far, I can only confirm that the field has not dissipated. Yet.
It'll be my nighttime white noise now. I read that too quickly and I thought nightmare noise. I'm like, huh?
I know how to get inside. Under this field.
Will you dig a tunnel?
I won't have to. There's already an entrance. I just need to get to it.
You're packing and watching me? Wow, this is like a co-work stream that I hear those kids talking about.
There are powerful emitters in the center. Similar to those on energobots.
Emitters only? Do they look like they're buried in the ground?
Yeah.
Then you're looking at the top of the energobot. Well, look carefully. Energobots can bury themselves in such a way that only the emitters protrude from the surface.
It looks like a nipple. Make some nightmare noises for me. How's that? Are you glad for the limiter? Oh yeah, I forgot. You can't hold left and right while sprinting. You can only pivot. Pivot. Actually, I don't know. Ooh, did you see that swoosh? Would have been funnier with the face cam? Probably. I mean, I did shave tonight after, you know, my razor was leaking its battery like no tomorrow. Having a giggle, a duck hunt diggle. Diggle? Ooh. No, Diggles are from Dungeons of Dreadmore.
Investigator, I found their probe. Looks like it hid from the flies. Or just ended up here by pure luck.
Luck indeed. This registry could be valuable, especially if it managed to photograph everything from a greater distance.
Come here, little probie. Oh, that didn't work. It flew away.
Is it scared of you too?
I'd rather say that my lack of authorization is more of a problem than me being scary.
Me talking to kids be like.
The probe down, unless I find a working controller.
Oh, a dead body!
I got inside the field. Do you copy, sir?
Of course. The force field doesn't block radio waves. I suggest the following. If this transporter is actually running, it doesn't make any sense to take out the containers and carry them with you. You're going to take the whole transport. You'll have the flies in large numbers, and a powerful means of transport that can fly over terrain inaccessible to the rover. But before you leave, you need to take down the force field. But first, the Energobot, turning off the force field, then transporter, departure. All clear?
All good and clear as the sky is blue. Just waiting for things to go sideways.
Yeah, it's less blue, more like faded cyan, but okay.
Is the probe still with you?
Yes, it's around here. Somewhere.
Did I make a stalker joke already with this thing? Of how I can look for artifacts? And then get ambushed by 2 dogs and die horribly? Where are you, little probie? There you are. I have plans for you. You're gonna torrent every single One Piece episode for me, or by God. Oh, by the way, when OBS tried to say I don't exist, or rather when I didn't exist when I was trying to start the stream tonight, I also decided to bump up the frame rate to 60 FPS. So I don't know if it's actually going to work for everybody, or if it's like a only subscriber thing, so... But if it is working, enjoy the 60 fleeps. Fleep! Practically never have energy at this time to watch streams, but about time that I pop in and see at least a bit of one of these. Tell me about it. I ain't even got the energy to wake up and dab on the haters or something.
Just as I thought. The equipment's still active, but everyone here's dead.
They are dead. What do you mean, bitten glove?
Send shivers down your spine. It's more than that. I'm starting to understand the suffering they felt in their final moments. They were left to fend for themselves, yet unable to do so. This one man, he even ate parts of his suit, trying to survive. The field is no longer a problem.
Huzzah!
Disabled.
Perfect. All that's left is to get the flies out of there.
What's this do? I was half expecting it to self-destruct on me. Is this anything? No? Oh well, onwards to science.
I'm climbing onto the hovering transporter.
Before you leave, though, please check that the cargo is intact.
Sometimes our future spacesuits will look like the more dignified boxy designs, or even the slick ones in fiction. Or we can get the ones that make us look like rejected Michelin men. I hope it's the latter.
I hope. Will this really help our people, Astrogator?
It will, I'm sure. So, what? Off we go? Yes, sir. What are you wondering about?
Well, considering how we know that the flies like to eat everything, I kind of don't think it's a good idea to bring them.
What if we're making a mistake? Maybe I shouldn't take the flies off Regis. Maybe it's better to leave them alone. Here, where they belong.
What are you...
I just worry that we might spread this threat. And the tragedy of one planet becomes a tragedy of entire galaxies. Not to mention all humanity.
Forgive me, Doctor, but that sounds a bit overdramatic.
Bruh, have you seen Dead Space?
Flies. Humanity survived worse.
What's one marker going to do? All of a sudden there are 13,000 of them.
And you sound like a fool, sir. How can you be so sure? We were clueless just a moment ago. We've only just begun to understand what's going on. But you already know how to handle it.
Yasna, I promise you, we'll analyze everything thoroughly. Now we need to focus on getting you out of there. Can we at least agree on that?
Yes. First, though, I'd like to check the cargo.
Very well. Just hurry up.
Need to check if it's of a fine cut. I feel like we're in a careful three-way balance. Our fit uncertain. Your drip too sleek. They'll kill us in the comments. That just looks like a pancake from Denny's.
Wow. I must admit, they look amazing.
Yasna, what have you done?
I'm watching them, nothing more. Don't worry, sir.
What? Some goddamn black hole has opened in the stratosphere. And you say not to worry. Just look outside, Doctor. See for yourself.
What do you mean, a black hole? What do you mean, my frames? Oh.
How large a group of these flies could be. I can tell you, it can be gigantic.
I think it's pizza time. First we lose the buggy. Hey yo, who let all these origami caltrops in the air?
Hello, Dragonfly. I found... Everything's all right. I'm fine. Oh, shit! They're alive. These bushes. Something's flying out of them. Ah! It's those creatures. They're the ones doing it.
Yeah, don't get up or anything.
Fuck! The same thing over and over again. No wonder we finally ran out of luck. Too much
Astrogator,
damn
please.
curiosity. Who needs to know what might kill us? We're getting killed anyway. My people. Antimatter gunners. Tars. Quad wiped out.
I don't know if I should interrupt your speech, sir. It is quite interesting to listen to.
Yes, sir. This is too much. I'll ask you how many times already.
It's not like I'm looking for problems where there aren't any. The task is extremely difficult.
Yes, it is.
At least we learned the truth about this planet and the inorganic beings that inhabit it.
And how the AO, this planet sucks.
We know the cause of the stupor. Maybe we can find a way to cure our people. If anyone from the Alliance survived, and they already started their research into a cure.
I wouldn't count on it. It's more likely they're all dead.
Not necessarily. It's a large base, and I only found a few bodies. The rest of them must be somewhere.
Or you'll find more corpses, Yasna.
Oh. The embedded forearm gauges. Yeah, they've only been used in a couple instances during cutscenes, but yeah, they're nice and immersive. Nasty little swarmy things look like in Dead Space, though squirmy and grosser. Yeah, Dead Space was kind of ick, wasn't it? The magma of the sun visible when you looked. I don't know if that was the lens flare effect or if that's how the sun works out here.
Hey, something changed. The balloon over the base disappeared.
You mean it flew away, or did it fall to the ground?
Oh, I hope it's the latter. If it caught the west wind, it would have fallen in this area.
Oh, I know where we are. This was the drive up after we left the base.
We're lucky. It's hanging from a cliff, close to the ground.
Can you get to it? Unhook it?
Maybe that won't be necessary. Oh, shit. Somebody's here.
Okay, that actually scared me.
No. I can see them with my own eyes. 2 of them, even.
2 people. Alive.
Huh? Where did they go?
Have you lost them?
Well, I can't see them now. They were here just a second ago.
Are you sure? What did they look like?
People,
One was
sir.
wearing an alliance suit, a green one. The other one, I don't know. He looked different.
I see. And now they are nowhere to be found.
Damn right.
Doctor,
Oh, just a moment ago, my consciousness was over the ocean. I saw a big black cloud that appeared out of nowhere, which I then forgot. And now these ghosts.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The sight of them was so vivid. Just for a moment, I've been looking for someone for so long.
I suggest focusing on what's certain. That balloon is still there, is it not? If it had operational cameras, we might get some answers.
You don't have to convince me, Astrogator. I'm going.
The rover is nearby if needed.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Let me just say this. Literally everything hurts. I don't know where frustration ends and a contused lung begins. But at least
Yes.
I'm alive.
Immortalized. I'm saving comments in between the dialogue so I don't cut it off too much. You've met Cloud Strife before?
You know what, sir? That whole incident at the start of my journey,
Yes, I remember.
I got badly hurt back then, and I damaged the radio.
And you lost your memory.
The thing is, it wasn't the real cause. There were bushes there too, remember, sir? Just after the fall, the same black cloud of flies gathered above me. They subjected my brain to an electromagnetic field.
Yes, now that's what you suspect.
I know it. The memory of that event came back to me.
So it was the flies all along. In the case of our crew as well.
Yes. And that antimat in the tunnels and the whole convoy. It happened to all of them.
Damn flies. Jeff Goldblum's experiments. How strange is the colleague relationship between these two? Sounds like they're stressed, but trying not to get too much on each other's nerves. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole thing. Yasna and Novik. There are times where they get really cross, but it's kind of apparent that the situation is getting to them. Like Novik is all about the mission, and Yasna's like, for science, and holy shit, can we please stop dying? Do we know if the game ends with her saying, see you later, Astrogator? If it does, I'm not going to review it. Also, I was gonna say, I don't know if it was a bug, or if I was just severely seeing things. But I remember last stream, there was that whole section where we were climbing out of that pit. And I took out the detector, and I saw a person, like, below the earth. It looked like an outline of a person, so I don't know if that was intended, if that was a bug, or if, yeah, Yasna is seeing space ghosts. Coast to coast. I'm freaking out, man. Hiya. Wasn't there for that, so I'll just assume your game's literally haunted. Yeah, I mean, every copy of the Invincible is personalized.
I should move. Oh, there's no time.
Pace of time never ends. Granted, it was during like a really stressful part where Yasna was for sure thinking she was a goner, so maybe it was like an in-game hallucination. Excuse me? What did we name the probe as well? There was a couple options. I think it was Luna, wasn't it? Like, is her brain still in the buggy? Hmm. Yep, that's her brain. In case anyone wasn't here from the first stream, they had it so that you could put on skins for the buggy, and I chose the Pacific Drive one. I think they had another update for another skin, but I don't remember what the crossover was for.
I'm getting close to this fallen balloon.
What's so funny?
Oh, nothing, sir. It's just, in my mind it sounded like the title of some Renaissance painting.
The fallen balloon of Regis.
Yes, exactly.
Reveal your secrets.
I found the recorder.
The fallen recorder of Regis.
Please stop.
Deploy.
From the top. Let's see. The 25th day of the mission. Morning. The balloon goes up. You can see the immediate surroundings of the base. They're operating at full capacity. The base is active. I didn't see that from below. They parked several vehicles on top of a nearby hill. The balloon is moving away from the base.
Which direction?
Approximately south.
The balloon has started to move. I feel asleep.
It found some water reservoirs. Many of them. Rocks, water, sand.
Anything noteworthy?
By their
No,
powers
not
combined.
really. No people, units, nor significant changes in the surroundings.
Nice place to set up a Minecraft base, though.
The balloon's completing its loop. It seems quieter at the base. But there's still a few people. They're grouping up. A dozen people gathered in the square, next to the vehicles. 2 vehicles that weren't there before. They've left. There are no vehicles. There's no one. They must have set off towards their old base.
Or to the ship?
But why didn't they wait for the convoy to return?
Maybe they didn't know the others were in trouble.
Doubtful. It was after the Cloud's attack.
Well then, apparently that's how the Alliance treats its people. Lousily, without dignity.
Go off, King. This must be around at some point where we got there. Yeah, because the readout's starting to glitch out.
The subsequent shots are similar to each other. They show an empty base. There are actually quite a few of these.
This'll look great on my Insta.
Oh, it captured the moment I entered the base. And it's empty again. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was on my way to the convoy by then.
So we won't find out anything else.
Wait, you're wrong. Someone was in the base. A man.
So he's real after all.
How can you tell?
Yes, I'm not crazy. I saw him.
I never suggested you were. But nevertheless, I apologize. Shouldn't have doubted your words, Jasna. But where is this man now? And can we expect any more?
I think he's near the base. Judging by the last slide, the Alliance must have a hideout there.
And we need to go back, I guess.
I still think this map system is very, very slick. So if we head back... Yeah, we're going right back to the base and then heading north, I think?
Decades of space travel have instilled a certain conviction in me. I think people can be more dangerous and deceitful than anything else we may encounter on our journey.
I know that. Sometimes I think the presence of humans is the worst thing that happened in space. Or to space, even.
So why do you insist on seeking them out?
Because I also believe in human goodness. The selfless desire to help others. I can't believe otherwise. All my efforts would be meaningless.
I don't know whether to envy you or to worry even more.
I'm going the wrong way, excuse me. Hey, yo, back that thing up. Game seems to have a lot of slick little designs here and there. Yeah, it's like... I was worried for a minute you have to do, like, triangulation to find your way around, but the map updates in real time while you're walking around. Your little buggy's neither over nor under... Yeah, it just does the job. Like, yeah, the Pacific Drive skin, you know, might shatter the immersion somewhat, but... I mean... I gotta get back to more Pacific Drive, too. Oh! Hello, loading zone! Okay, are we going the right way? Yes.
Oh, that probe again.
Is it flying near the base, within range of the control center?
Affirmative.
And?
Do you expect me to rummage through the enemy's equipment? Again?
Well, in my opinion, the more we learn while delaying our encounter with the Alliance, the better. So, what will it be, Doctor?
Agreed. I'm curious to see what it's recorded. Especially since it witnessed what happened to the convoy.
Duh. Yeah, it doesn't seem to really like it when you go off of the paved road. Oh, well, paved sand. Eh. Do I not just... Wait, no, we opened this one on the first time around. The sun is a mass of incandescent gas.
I could have spent countless days in this base and still not discovered their hideout. And it's right above my head. All I needed to do was look up.
So this means there's a view of the entire base from up there.
I'll confirm when I get there. But I know what's on your mind, sir. I could have been under surveillance ever since I arrived here.
Don't turn off your tracker. Maybe it'll give you a slight advantage before meeting them.
I know there was the control room in here somewhere. You? I did not check to see what number was on that probe when it was flying away. Okay, well that's number 3. That one we've already examined.
Right. Let's meet this probe. I'll bring it to the ground.
Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. I played Outer Wilds. I know what I'm doing here.
Got it down.
Yeah, I played Outer Wilds. I wept profusely over the fact that entropy is unavoidable. And, you know, got stuck like 17,000 times, but no matter. Reveal your secrets. What fatal frame snaps do we have here?
Here are slides.
Oh, this was back at the convoy, wasn't it?
Wow. The cloud in all its glory. Both fascinating and terrifying at the same time. People don't stand a chance. The cloud caught up to them and killed... No, not that. It didn't kill anyone, but neutralized them all. Which is even worse than death. That probe managed to evacuate. Waited still until I approached it.
0 out of 10. I did not have my journal open during the walk up to that. Fake game. Fake game!
We know what happened after.
Well, that kind of told us everything we already know. The convoy got absolutely shreked on, and then... yeah. Don't like how hard it is to see in the wrong light, but appreciate the fact it makes for it hard to see, like the drawing. Yeah, because I think, don't quote me on this, but I think that this game is either based on a book or a visual novel of the same name. I don't know how faithful it is, quote unquote, but alright, guard the car, Luna. Oh. So I picked a far parking spot. We could do with the steps. Yeah, it seems like this is the future, but the fact that the recordings are all in slides, like pictures, not actual video. It's almost like a, I don't know if it's the right comparison, but like an H.G. Wells, surmising of what the tech would be in the future.
I'll have to climb without safety equipment. Theirs is nowhere to be seen.
No alternative route?
Yeah, climbing
This
without
one
gear
seems to be the only one.
worked so well the first time. And the second time. And the third.
Yasna,
I'm all right. I'm almost there.
perhaps it's the last moment to go back.
And do what? As far as I remember, we ran out of options here.
It's just, if I were you,
With all due respect, Astrogator, it is me being stuck on this surface. So So if you let me, I'll take my chances. And I will find the man.
You find that man.
That view. It made the climb worth it already.
So you're on top.
Yes.
Activity within radius?
I heard no beeps. I see no dots. Shit! How?
What?
Hello.
I found him.
Very well. Now keep your distance and be careful.
It's too late.
What? I can't hear you.
It's too late to keep...
Yes, now what is it? Why is it too late? Jasper, speak to me.
He's looking for others.
Kick him off.
You. What have you done?
Shit! He found you too.
Why?
And he's blaming us.
What did it gain you?
That's not good.
It's his planet. I'm trapped here too.
Get up.
Where's your helmet, bud?
So much for talking.
Jasna, don't provoke him.
If you would just listen to me for one moment.
I said get up.
When you walking?
You don't need to be afraid. I come in peace.
Huh, save it. I guarantee you'll have time to talk later.
What?
Just keep your mouth shut. For your own good.
Okay, stay calm. He's going to lead you to his superiors, which is good in theory.
My Robo-Man's up here's got some terrible posture. And terrible lights.
Wait. Don't move. He didn't even spare the Arctan. Got some nerve to unleash such murderous shit. Hey, don't turn around.
I need to change his underwear.
You're a scientist, just like me.
Jasna, what are you
You
doing?
don't shoot at people.
Shoot. He has a gun.
I'm a technician, smartass. Firearms or chemical weapons. What's the difference? Same outcome.
Look, I know that people have died. Your comrades. But you have to understand.
I don't know what you want with us. You will answer to the Astrogator. He will determine whether there's room for understanding.
That's right,
It's
obviously.
really not necessary.
But if you try anything, I'll do it. I'll shoot you.
Bet you won't.
I don't know what you're trying to do, but he sounds serious. There has to be a way.
I don't know what will happen to me.
Huh? What did you say?
Quiet, Jasna. Don't take any chances with him. He's talking to me. I'll ask the questions, you just answer with a short yes or no. Is there anyone else? Okay, leave it, Jasna. Let's focus on something else. Do you want to tell me something about this man? Something about his appearance, maybe?
Start, damn it.
Does it concern his outfit? Which part? Legs? Torso?
When it rains, it pours, huh?
Head? It's about his head? What could be so unusual? I don't suppose you can see much since he has his helmet on? Really? No helmet? That's why I can hear him so clearly. It's
Probably methane poisoning.
time. With these levels of oxygen and methane,
Called it.
be a lunatic.
It works. Let's go. Break time's over.
I can hear something's happening. Where are they taking you? I think you could ask.
No.
What? Quiet.
Yeah, his appearance. He looks like he's gone through 17 E3s and no one's decided to kickstart his game. What are we thinking? Riggs from Lethal Weapon almost crazy, or...
Just not losing you. The signal is getting weaker. Wherever it's leading you, we won't be able
Ignore the robot opening the curtain.
Get in.
to go. Yes. Stay calm.
Go.
Yes, no, I'm here. I'll do everything in my...
What doesn't make sense, though, is, who was it, Gorski? Like, he was out for a few hours without his helmet, and he conked out from methane poisoning. And if this guy's been out here for at minimum 2 hours without a helmet, he must be filled with determination. Ooh, probably loot in there.
Sit here. Don't you dare move.
Please.
I have something for you. That's even more than we need. It's for your safety. I'm glad to see you guys too. What about our friend? Still cranky? I've always thought the speleologists weren't exactly the funny types. Although Spliskus the speleologist sounds pretty damn hilarious. Come on, you must be hungry. One for you. And one for Spliskus. I'll pass for now. Wouldn't be able to swallow anything anyway.
Hi, how are you?
Spliskus, my friend. It's just me. Take it easy. You're safe. But you have to eat something to have strength. Oh, gee. Don't do that. It's tasty. Eat. Come on, eat. Did you like it?
In goes the choo-choo train.
Very nice. A few more. Unfortunately, I don't have any good news. I've searched the caves. I know Dr. Magdov went down there. If only you could tell me which cave she worked in. Maybe it would be easier then. If only you could. Zebulon has also gone missing without a trace. I don't even know where to look. And the whole convoy crew. I'll go there tomorrow. Maybe by then, with reinforcements. And it went smoothly. And he objected so much.
Wow, littering. Don't look at me. Why are you crawling like that? Nope. Yeah, personal space, bud.
Poor you. What's gonna happen to you?
Lendor, comrade. Don't be fooled. She's not our friend. She's responsible for all this.
You don't know who I am, and you don't listen.
And she's lying too. Sorry, I need to restrap you.
Sir?
I'll be broadcasting. And you, mind your own business.
Well, tell your bud to stop trying to cast mind magic.
Hello, Bridge. Rohitra speaking.
Rahitra.
Can you hear me? Over. You're still not getting through. This is an urgent announcement. It's the 26th day of the mission, 1300 hours, 42 minutes. I am reporting the presence of Commonwealth units on the surface of the planet. I have arrested one person. It's a woman, unarmed. I haven't noticed any other people or other units nearby, but this person was in active radio contact. I'm requesting backup. Over and out.
Hi, requesting backup. I'm Dad.
Hey, Milos. Hope you're still in range. Listen, the Commonwealthers are here. I have one of them, a woman. She was talking to someone on the radio, but I didn't see anyone around. I see what you're doing.
I just wanted to sit more comfortably.
Yeah, sure. Better get comfortable with discomfort. We'll sit around for a while.
My name's Yasna.
Not that I'm asking.
You're Rahitra, right? I work as an astrobiologist.
Rather as a spy. Don't eavesdrop on me, Yasna. Don't talk to me.
I just wanted to ask.
Don't ask.
So what now? Talk to the wall?
I'm not prohibiting you from doing that. Yet.
Do you have air filters here? Did you know there's methane in the atmosphere?
I know. These tanks are a temporary solution.
Are you shielding yourself from the flies?
From what?
Flies? You named them that yourself. I mean, the Alliance did.
Seems to me that the commanding staff will have a lot to talk to you about. Fortunately, I don't have to.
Wait, Condor?
Condor what?
You? Are you from Condor's crew?
Yeah, so?
It doesn't make any sense.
Here we can agree. You're talking complete nonsense. What do you mean? How come that's such a revelation?
The Invincible was supposed to be here soon. Not Condor. Not now.
Where did you get this information from?
From intelligence.
There you go. Will you finally admit what you were up to here?
I'm from the Dragonfly, a small research unit. Our actual mission was coming to an end. We were on our way back when intelligence intercepted information about your ship.
Did they really send you to spy on us?
You could say so. We were supposed to seize this opportunity to surpass your research.
Then they led you on a wild goose chase. We didn't even have any research plan. We landed due to a malfunction in the main core. The work dragged on for so long the scientists were given permission to study the planet. They couldn't sit still in one damn place. That's all.
Fuck. Nothing adds up. But I know what's wrong with your comrades. The same thing happened to our people.
How many of you were there?
6 people. Only 2 of which are still unharmed.
Including you.
Me and our astrogator.
Is he around here too?
I'm the only one left on the surface.
So... not many.
I told you, we're a simple unit. Here's the rest.
Want to start a party and go slay dragons?
Gorski, a cyberneticist, a golden child. Serious beyond his years, yet full of youthful curiosity. Everyone was convinced he would get far, but he only managed to take a few steps. Merritt, a geologist. Her mind's as sharp as a razor. She's tough on stupidity like no other. She was a dear friend of mine.
Yeah, don't remind us.
Krauter, a chemist. Second in rank to astrogator. What happened to his mind is tragic. Knowledge was everything to him. So, he lost...
Everything.
Yes. Koval, our physicist. He's unresponsive now. Always had a gentle nature to him, and a rather peculiar sense of humor.
Show them to me. There were more of us. Much more. Milos left for Condor with the survivors. Those who were unable to do anything, really. I stayed to see.
All right. Someone gave me the door. Sorry.
And so we wait. What a shame.
Do you smoke?
I would if I hadn't run out.
Here.
Are we best friends now?
Oh, Lambs. That's a good brand.
Koval always smoked them.
Fine. Let me tell you something.
I'm a bit of a
Something
dick.
Oh? I'm listening.
My blaster doesn't work. I destroyed its power supply myself.
What?
I don't want to kill anyone. Ever again. I'd rather not remember it, you know?
So, you've killed before?
This one time. One too many. When was the last time you had something to drink?
The last time? I don't even remember.
Thought so. It's water. Local, but treated. Go ahead. You must be thirsty after everything you've been through.
Well, I mean, we did do an exchange of olive branches.
Thank you. Oh, I needed that.
Me too. Been silent for nearly 2 whole seconds.
Very funny.
I have a sip of Wawa
You
too.
know what's wrong with them?
I know what caused it. And how. This planet is inhabited by microbots that your scientists have called flies. Millions of microbots. A real cloud.
What?
A cloud of flies, which can literally erase the human mind. Wash away all memories.
That sounds... Can you prove it somehow?
You'll find everything in my journal. The course of events. Pictures of the cloud. Should I throw it?
No, that's enough throwing. We'll do as follows. I'll give that astrogator of yours a message letting him know you're alive. Then I'll read your journal, and in the meantime, you will get some rest. You've been through a lot. Take my bedroll if you want.
Ew, it probably has cooties on it.
I think I've rested long enough.
Bro over there still doing the thriller. Yeah, I was kind of worried it was just going to be like dealing with a Final Fantasy XIV villain for 30 minutes straight.
Rahitra, are you sleeping? I'll take... Okay. Take it easy.
Not on my mans.
Rahitra, you don't mind if I play with your probe? Well, no answer is also an answer.
Yeah, I think someone last stream also mentioned that the script's been really tight. Clunk. Also, this just looks like a laser gun from, like, the 80s.
Sedative. Does he serve it to them in the food? Or does he take it himself?
Said to give.
The antenna must be outside.
You know what? I'm gonna land that probe. Or maybe I won't? It's not an actual landing zone.
Hey, you! How did you get here? The Commonwealth? What are you doing here?
Take it easy, Ritra. It's me, Yasna.
I do not know any... Hang on. How do you know my name?
For crying out loud, we met yesterday. You really don't remember?
Is this some new trick of yours? Damn Commonwealthers. Go on, answer me.
Put that thing away. We both know the blaster doesn't work. You told me about it yourself. And about the man you killed with it.
Fuck.
I know that you're waiting for help from the Condor. Doing everything you can to take care of Spluskus and Lendor. I know what's wrong with them, and I'm guessing something similar might have happened to you.
Can you somehow...
Let me finish. You have my journal. Everything is in there.
Are you talking about this?
Yes. Read it. And I'll wait some more.
You on that bad weed, son? That bad methane weed.
So, have you read everything?
I've read enough. Take it.
Yeah, I kind of need that to help
Hey,
navigate,
hey,
thanks.
it's going to be fine. We'll make it.
You're Dr. Yasna, right?
Yasna is enough.
Okay, Yasna. I have a favor to ask. Someone needs to go and find Milos. If that cloud really damaged my mind, then we don't know how much time has passed. In fact, I don't know anything anymore. I'm worried he's not back yet.
Don't worry. I was thinking the same thing. I'll leave right now. And you wait here with the guys.
Thank you. There's a rover down below. You must use another exit. A hidden one, so to speak. It's over here, behind me.
Oh. Find a Sharpie and write his arm.
I know it looks far from inviting, but trust me. This way you'll get where you need to be. Only one route leads to Condor.
Real
Good luck,
Memento
Doc.
style.
Shit. That was... He was... I don't know. I gotta tell Novik everything.
Hup.
Whoa. That is one big pile.
That's a lot of beans. mountain of beans. Once again, I can't put my finger on if she's humming a song or if it's something she's made up. I bought this after the last stream, presumably will one day play it. It was because of me. Was I once again the influencer? Man, if this was a horror game, I'd be kind of losing my beans right about now. Also, hello, June. It's... I haven't been live for a while, huh?
Yes, good to hear from you. I admit that man's message fell short of reassuring me. Of those reinforcements you spoke of arrived. I tried to intercept their response, to no avail.
No. On the contrary, I am supposed to follow them. There's something off with those people, Astrogator. I mean, more than I expected.
Are you talking about reinforcements, or have you met anyone else?
There were 2 more men with him, completely wiped out.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
Rahitra, on the other hand.
Yes, Doctor?
Beneath the rough exterior, he's just a confused man. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he didn't remember me this morning.
Has he met the clown?
Apparently. Oh, I haven't told you the most important thing. Condor's here.
Condor?
Yes. HQ messed everything up. It was Condor that was flying to Regis 3, not the Invincible. And that was some time ago.
Hey, loot. No loot. I think it was a horror game, just one with different wasp names.
Is headed there. We need to get to the bottom of this insane story.
Excuse my blunt language, Yasna, but I'm going to beat the living shit out of our spies.
I'm counting on it, Astrogator.
I like how the rover they were using is the same one we were using, with the same paint job. The ice cream paint job. This would be a very nice place to set up a base. Oh, it is a different rover, because Luna's brain isn't here. Can we get some nitrous on this thing?
I'm wondering, what is Condor doing here?
Rahitra claimed they stopped here because of some kind of breakdown. Nothing more.
Do you believe it, Yasna?
Yes, I'd say so. He seemed genuinely amused by our orders.
I should congratulate him on a good move then. He's starting broadcasting. I'm intercepting his transmission. Please listen. I'm not you're there anymore.
Why did we stop?
Send someone for you. You won't believe it. She's a member of the Commonwealth. And she's... All right. I suppose we can trust her. Probably more than we can trust
I know. But I promised to do it, so I will. Besides, he'll only leave when he's certain that reinforcements won't arrive. And I don't want to be stuck in that cave with him forever.
Oh, I gotta get my, woolly socks on. It's getting very cold in here again. Talk amongst yourselves. Socks equipped. Might get this for a friend someday myself. Seems like their vibes. That's now 2 purchases by the influencer. It's gonna be an extremely cold day and you know where. When I can say that with certainty. So I guess we're gonna head... I do want to check out what's over here real quick. Oh. Well, we found where the, box art came from. Wear brand blasters for when you need to light up your comrades. I was making a joke, but good lord. What the hell happened out here? Oh, this isn't from the box art. There's no skull in there. Hmm. Alright, well, good times. What kind of poos and poisoning under your brand are you thinking of doing if you somehow join the hallowed influencer halls? I like how you capitalize the T and I in the influencer. Like, I know it's probably never going to happen, but at the same time, it is also kind of like a horrifying prospect of... I've come to grow more and more of a disdain for...
I've driven to the place where they were stationed before they set up the base.
I was talking.
Stop.
Yeah, I want to check out if there's loot here, of course. When robots attack.
Okay. Maybe I'll find something worthwhile. There's several options here.
Are they still working?
Yes. I wonder for how long.
Greetings, beep boop, beep boop. What I was saying is, like, I've come to grow more of a worry and disdain for kind of like the whimsy of influencers and how, like, there are so many people who will subscribe to a specific way of thought because their favorite internet person also said something. It frightens me that there's the even remote possibility that I could, like, influence people's views, and that legitimately that does frighten me. Rift Tracks was here? Sure, some Buddhists have some kind of lesson to teach there. Is that a thing? Onwards to science.
Sometimes I think we don't stand a chance.
What are you talking about?
About us, Astrogator. Humans. Biological organisms. All this so-called life is so fragile. Compared to the lifelessness of machines.
So you found more bodies.
One.
Is it Milos?
No. Someone else.
Oh, you can't help him anymore. But there are still people who are alive and need you. Let's not forget about them. As you said yourself, Doctor. Please keep going.
I'm trying, man. Getting off for now, remember... Alright, yep, night, Boone. I know I wasn't online much today for Abiotic Factor, but it was kind of one of those days. So we had a very long shower and shaved. What's this?
Hey, Milos. Come in.
I'm using an open channel to broadcast.
Over. How's it going?
Are you receiving this, Astrogator?
Affirmative. Milos, what do you think? What's gonna happen now? I have no idea. I've never seen anything like this before. Perhaps the higher-ups can do something. Hey! Hey, Morrow! Sit down! I wish we had secured them better. But back to the matter. Have you found anyone else? One working Arctan so far. Several probes also seem to... People, Rehitra. Only people matter. I know. The Arctan will help me look for them. I'm going away for a while. I stopped at the old excavation. I'll look for pet stuff. All right. I'll check the base again. Over and out.
Being 3 layers of bastardization deep in second to third hand Buddhism knowledge. 3 layers of bastardization deep. That sounds like a book title that has yet to happen. I'll scroll through this slowly, or, Remember back in that first stream where I did that angry letter from that grumpy scientist? That voice? We should do it again. By 100 thunderbolts! I do like me a bit of purple prose. Purple is the color of your energy. does remind me that I was chipping a little bit of I was trying my hand at doing some creative writing, or fiction writing, excuse me. Of like doing some FF14 short stories involving my boy. And I had to keep stopping myself every now and then because I got kind of flowery for my a little too flowery for my own good.
Come in. I'm moving on. About Pep's done. There's nothing we can do for him anymore. Over now. Hey, Milos. I hope you're still within reach. Listen, the Commonwealthers are here. I have one, a woman. I doubt she was alone, but I didn't see anyone else. I've already broadcast to the base. Come back soon. I'm closing the channel. Talk to you later.
Okay, I think that's enough sightseeing for me. If Milos kept going, so should I.
Agreed.
Stay at it, gentlemen. Gotta release the corny self-important valve sometimes just to see where it takes you, yeah. Because, like, I haven't done any real fiction writing in goodness knows how long. It's either been, like, articles or reviews. And I'm, like, way more comfortable in writing in my voice, quote-unquote. But I just did air quotes like you can see me right now. But, wait, where are we going? We're taking that ride to nowhere. We'll take that ride. Edit after you're done. Yeah. That No Man's Sky piece I wrote, I basically, like, did 4 different passes of it because it felt like way too self-aggrandizing. Wait, is it in this tunnel? Oh, I thought this was the one I came in here from. Oops. I was doing a companion piece for Silent Hill 2 about how much I want to hate James with his depiction in the remake, because it effectively reminds me... I won't go too far deep into it because it's, it does go places, but it reminds me too much about my old man on how his... well, I don't want to say crimes, but his problems was also more or less forgotten. And trying to, like, pass it off as, yeah, those never happened. I don't know what I'm repenting for. Trick to getting good at that is also look at how it's done by other people, often across multiple different mediums. Yes! Definitely agree. Because over on Blue Sky, I do see over in the FF14 feed people posting their own stories. And it's like... the problem, quote-unquote, with that is it just makes me want to write more as well.
There's a problem.
I'm listening.
The route they took is blocked by a force field. There must be an Energobot somewhere, but I don't know if I can get to it.
Maybe you can go around the field.
I'll check. Although... it's pretty narrow here. The route is blocked all the way across. Boulders are blocking the way, so even if I turn the force field off, we still can't proceed. Even if I find a way, I'll have to continue without the rover.
Wouldn't make much sense.
I'll miss you!
Keep looking.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, I kind of forgot for a second I streamed the entirety of, Silent Hill 2's remake.
They're here. It's standing still, in front of the force field.
Is that Milos convoy?
I'll confirm. There's someone inside. More than one. 2.
And they're all in the transporter? Ready yourself for the worst, Doctor.
I am ready.
I am inevitable. I was planning on editing down those streams as well into a compilation, but it's that usual problem of I cannot stomach to listen to myself.
I'm going in. Well, actually, I'm squeezing in. Still, no one here. They must be in the back.
My metal detector.
Trying to turn the power on.
Yeah. Moment of truth. Ah, it's on.
Take the door open.
Read the original Frankenstein a few years ago and it really opened up some mental pores for delightfully dense melodramatic writing. Do you mean like flowing prose but not kind of extravagant, or
Not exactly.
oh,
The inner door is still locked, and the outer door is just shut. I repeat. Now all doors... Wait! The back door open. No.
What?
This vehicle. It's a coffin, sir. A mass grave. They were all crammed in here. In the heat and darkness, with no chance of understanding what's going on.
Terrible. I'm sorry you have to see that.
The number of registers, 428. Playing in broadcast mode.
You found more of those?
No. It started automatically.
Hello, Condor. This is Rohitra speaking. It's day 26, time...
yes, no, why are we going in here?
Continuing my search for the missing crew. I've checked the excavation area. I've yet to find others. Come here as soon as possible. Please back up. Over.
Oh, the doors.
Hello, Condor. This is Rohitra speaking. It's day 26. Time is 8:05.
Are you hearing this, sir?
I've checked the excavation area.
He's repeating himself.
There was no one else.
The recordings, they're slightly different. That he has met with us, we already know. What strikes me, however,
Condor.
is the scale of
This is
it.
Rohitra speaking. If all these recordings have the same content,
He's been here for far too long.
I've returned
Far too long not to
from the
receive help
excavation
from
site.
Condor.
I was looking for others. All right, Doctor. They
Nobody
were no
will
longer
come.
there. I'll continue
I'm
my
afraid
search.
there's not a soul
We're
here
waiting for your
on this
support.
damned planet, except for
Come
the
back,
three in the
will
cave.
you? Yes, over now. I have a request. Hello,
I'm listening.
Condor. Let's skip listening to the rest of the recordings. Can you stop them? 26.
No way.
Time
I'm not going back there.
8:06. I've returned from the excavation site. I
That
was
I
looking
can
for
do.
others. All right. Talk to you in a second. They were no longer there. I'll
Ah, much better.
Agreed.
I don't remember ever seeing a control panel we could have flicked to turn that off. Yeah, going back to the writing, it's like I keep bouncing between wanting to do fiction writing and not, because I'm worried like, oh, what if it's considered cringe by the 2.5 people that will see it? I didn't park like this. Then I realize I don't care anymore. It's like there are people who really dislike what I do for not really any discernible reason, so it's like, there's not pleasing anybody. A year later, I watched one of those movie adaptations of Hamlet with Patrick Stewart and David Tennant. I think I know the one you're talking about, and that too was entertainingly over the top. to just mostly watching ugly cartoon theater characters' lives spiraling out of control. I'm trying to say the classics are full of extremely messy bitches written about in extremely old-timey. Sorry. Extremely messy bitches caught me off guard. If I ever make an FC in FF14, that's what I'm naming it. The EMBs.
I found a direct route. I'll be in the hills soon.
I haven't had a sip of water in a while. You know what? Speaking of, we've been going for about an hour 30. I think it might be a good time for us to take a break. A brief one, though. So... I forgot to cue this up again. 1 second. Alright. So, we'll take a break. And... yeah, probably go for the whole 10 minutes just so I can stretch my legs, brush my teeth, all that good stuff. So I will throw on some music, and I will see you all again here shortly. I come back to Polka. Yeah, viewership. Oh wait, no, we did have Boone. Now we got June. I think Grimm is still, if they're still around. They were talking about packing for their move. Oh my word. Katamari Mambo, please. Yeah. Well, I have noticed, like, yeah, when I do have the ability to stream, I got it's either no turnout or it's like the usual 4 people that I know of that usually hang out on the side. That's yeah. If you're already gone to bed, Square, yeah. Night, and thanks for stopping by. Also, hell yeah, my title cards are brilliant. They spent all of like 20 minutes to create. All right, back to it. Back again at Krispy Kreme's. So I was gonna say, speaking of FF14, I forgot it's Tuesday. Did you bring your coat? And the resets are on in FF14. Another week for me not to do Juno. I'm once again doing that flip-flopping of wanting to get more accustomed to raiding, but at the same time, I want to pull teeth out of my skull when I do. We just basically hit the equivalent of like in Donkey Kong Country where there's those signs that have like the Animal Buddy picture on it, but crossed off. We can definitely drive up here, but the rover said no. Also, Square mentioned competent chill horror game. I don't know if this game actually, if it does classify as horror. I think it's more thriller, I'd say. Thriller and drama, since there hasn't been... I mean, there's sections where it's been dark and kind of eerie, but not outright spooky. Ayo, whose Mercedes hover car is this? Consider thriller and horror subgenre? Yeah, that tracks then. Ayo, this thing's slick as hell. I'd find this in Forza. It's also reminding me, I gotta get back to No Man's Sky at some point. Because the second pass at their Worlds update hit, and I don't actually remember what it did specifically. I think like they changed the lighting, they optimized some stuff under the hood. They added more deep sea exploration, which, no thank you. Nope. My thalassophobia is saying, heck no.
Yasta, back already.
I found Milos.
So, quickly, where are they? Tell me what's going on.
Yes, sir. You have to tell us.
Calm down. I'll tell you everything. Maybe you should sit.
Come on, talk to me. I don't want to sit down.
no more Milos. Nor those he was transporting, nor anyone else. There's only the three of you left.
But you can't possibly know that. How could you?
You're right. I'm not sure. But what I do know is that no one has come to help you for the last 428 days.
What are you talking about?
You've broadcast your morning message to Milos this many times. It seems that every night you forget what happened during the day.
400.
I'm sorry to bring such news,
Doctor,
but I want to help. You don't have to wait any longer.
hate to interrupt, but we have a problem. The cloud is coming.
Right now.
Yes, it's closing in on you. Hurry us.
Copy that.
Is that one of yours? What does he want?
It's our astrogator. He's warning us of the approaching cloud. Quick, get us to the hideout. Now, move!
Can it get through the force field?
Hey, hey! What are you trying to do?
I'm done waiting. There's no need to anymore. There's no one left to look for. All that's left is revenge.
Astrogator, I think he wants to fight.
The cloud?
Can you stop him somehow? You'll cause trouble for both of you.
I don't think so. He's already opened the field.
I see. You can't leave and join them. You have a much better chance of survival if you stick together.
Hey, Yasna!
What's this?
You familiar with the energy transformation of Dirac emitters?
No.
Thought so.
Even if his enemies, isn't
Here,
very complicated.
take it. You can help. By shooting. I'll take care of maintaining the force field.
Am I seriously
When you
gonna go
aim,
Doom
wait for
2016
the
against the
green light.
bugs?
Then you can take the shot. The device is connected to 3 combat machines.
Okay. It sounds simple.
Check, check.
Hey, over.
Let's stay in touch.
Copy that.
It's getting closer.
I don't see it.
Soon it'll be within range of the gun. It's coming from the east, over the hill.
Affirmative. I see it. What? Why not 100? Damned flies. Later, Rick. Later.
Be gone with you.
What's up? Did it help? What is it? What should I do? Come on! Tell me where to shoot!
That's not too easy. It's too many. Just shoot them. Oh, come on.
We need the BFG.
Damn. If this keeps up,
Don't you give up now! You wanted this fight, so fight!
not really clear when I can or can't shoot. I know it's when it lights up, but...
The field keeps shrinking. Do something about it, will you? Hitra, are you there? What's going on with you? Fuck. You've got to be kidding. Stay in touch, yeah? Huh. Good one. You could have warned me before you off someplace. Where are you?
We need better pesticide.
Get up, get down. Yeah, get off your ass. The field's almost gone.
Where the hell have you been?
I have to secure my people.
We can't stay here anymore. It's too exposed. We have to run.
But where?
Isn't it obvious? Condor.
What are you gonna do?
We'll send the Cyclops out to fight.
Cyclops? That's a code name for...
It's more of a moniker for an 80-ton machine with firepower exceeding all instruments combined. Usually use it in conditions of high radiation contamination, enormous pressures, temperatures. Due to the interference of the force field, it floats several feet above the ground. So it doesn't depend on the surface. In addition to the Dirac force field, it has an antimatter spherical blaster.
You're right. This madness needs to stop. If there's anything that can defeat the Cloud.
It will, definitely.
It's a shirtless
Here's the thing,
Sephiroth.
send the Cyclops somewhere is like giving the task to the devil himself.
Look, I'm giving you a simple choice, Yasna. Are you going or not?
Go where there could be water, medicine, resources, or stay here to die. Wow, such a hard choice. I hope I won't regret it. Too bad you didn't mention earlier that you had a working saucer. We could fly to Condor right away. Or even into orbit.
Working is a big word. It's just a tin can with a couple of sputtering engines. Controlling it technically doesn't work.
Somehow it does not surprise me. Let's fly.
Just a minute. I'm waiting for the force field to shut down, which should be soon.
Hold on, was it? He's not here.
Like a man.
He took his men to the ship. They're inside now.
How do you know all this?
Well, I heard him talking to them. To you.
Didn't he notice I wasn't responding?
Yes, he did. He said he'd be back.
If he expected me to wait here, he's sorely mistaken.
Can I not take this thing for a spin? No? Okay.
Wow.
Holy
It's
shit.
impressive.
The console?
Yes,
It looked majestic in the pictures.
in real life too. I think I know where a Hitra is.
It's to be expected that we'll lose communications as soon as you enter the cargo bay.
Sure thing. So many tons of steel.
Indeed. You'll have to establish a connection using one of the devices on the ship. I'm sure you'll find one in the command bridge.
Later, Astrogator. I want to get to it
She almost said the line.
first.
And there's a good chance he'll be there too.
All the more reason for me to find him quickly.
She almost said the line. Stanislaw Lem, the dude who...
So that's their marvel of military technology. Richard wastes no time.
Is it attacking already?
For now, he's only released the Cyclops, as they call it.
The hell is he thinking?
It's floating majestically, 3 meters above the ground.
Ah, what does it look like? Must admit that I haven't seen any pictures of the Cyclops. The Alliance trying to keep its existence a secret, so there are a lot of unsubstantiated legends about it.
For a machine of destruction. Quite inconspicuous, I'd say. Sort of like a massive, heavily armed spinning top.
Let it rip!
Spinning top? That's unexpected. If only we could get hold of its blueprints.
This is hardly the time, Astrogator.
Yes, another time. I need to focus on finding Rahitra, suppress his warlike tendencies.
Really is like 80s sci-fi design for a lot of stuff. The dude who wrote the book this is based on is a very highly regarded sci-fi writer. What one of his called Solaris, and it was definitely call it horror adjacent. Not trying to scare, but very interested in dark, miserable stuff happening all the same. 2025 mood, am I right?
Without spirit. Without glory.
Glory?
I'm thinking out loud. This cruiser of theirs seems so powerful. Worthy of the mightiest space conquerors. Yet on this planet...
Oh! Begone, trash.
that awaited his crew was death, not glory.
I bet there's a secret here. No, no secrets. I legitimately wonder if there's anyone gullible or stupid enough to fall for the buy viewers thing. I imagine there's people desperate, but I'm extremely doubtful those websites are legitimate in any way, shape, or form. It's like, yeah. They'll have a whole bunch of bot accounts watching, quote-unquote, but I mean, you can just do that yourself.
There's one more thing, Yasta. And this is important. I'll be able to confirm it in a while, but so far everything indicates
What is it, Astrogator?
headquarters were right about the Invincible. It's actually flying here. If I'm reading the message correctly, they'll be here in a few days. They're looking for the missing Condor. And they have no idea of the danger.
So Rahitra will finally get help. You should be happy. All in all. I'm happy about that too.
I never thought, but yes, me too.
I'm out here hoofing around as if I'm gonna friggin' find, like, collectibles. Also, this does still bother me that the rover that had Luna's brain in it is back and goodness knows where, and we didn't have a chance to take it. I called it. Like, I knew they were gonna let you name the probe, and they were gonna do something to make you, like, regret it getting destroyed. I knew it, and I still let it get me. Games have trained us to instinctively go the wrong way, yeah. Metroid rules, I keep calling it. Also, this Papers, Please looking ass logo. Oop. Clunk.
I'm boarding. I'll talk to you soon, Astrogator.
Stay in touch, Yasna.
Come on, Yasna. Take it to the bridge. Welp. In a while, Yasna dial. Yeah, good. Very strange Pokemon. That's gonna take me up. I want to poke around some more. Meanwhile, the game is tracking how much I've been dicking around, exploring, and it's like, oh. You get the ending where the universe explodes. Good job, idiot.
You came at last.
Rachel, where are you?
A small button to the right of the floor section.
Couldn't you have woken me up?
Oh, I can hear you now. Honestly, I preferred not to. You ready? Yasna?
What for exactly?
Oh, I thought we settled this. We will destroy the cloud. If you have doubts, then I'll manage on my own.
Ritra, if I'm gonna sign up for something, I need to know the exact...
Okay, never mind. I don't have time for this. See you later. Or not. Over and out.
Dickhead.
Hey, all right. Have it your way. I'm ready. Take me up. Do you hear me? Ugh, what an asshole.
I'm Ritra. I'm an independent man. Excuse the 17 voice cracks. The subtitles did what thing? What happened?
It's a one-way train.
Oh yeah. I just found that really strange. Like, because that's usually a European pronunciation, isn't it? Wow. Someone was compensating for all the bots. It's like we're coming up on the ending of Inside. I don't want to become a Katamari of meat again. I still can't wrap my head around what happened with that.
Well, go up. Next stop, Rahitra.
We're gonna have a QTE fist fight. Doctor against engineer. Biologist against dickhead.
Okay. Not quite at the bridge yet, but I'm getting closer. Much closer, Rahitra.
Once again, I've been playing too much Abiotic Factor because I was looking at, like, these lights here and thinking, oh, that's a new component I could use for things to invent.
It must be the medical wing. Surprisingly, everything's still running. Was Rahitra here?
Oh, gnarly. It's when you started thinking that way, RRL, you might be playing it too much. Yeah, it's like Tetris Effect, except for a survival game. Granted, I do I'm not going down there. Deemed uncertain and potentially unethical. Gee, something called the Grave Tapper. Nah. That's illegal no matter how you spin it. That's kinda... I know. I don't like it. Ugh. God, you're right, and I hate how right you are. Also, look at this lighting framing. Like, holy crap. I know Left 4 Dead is not the first game to do it, but light-based signposting... it's pretty good.
Different sections. Different elevator cards. They really overdo it with the security measures around here. I guess I still have some time to look around.
Speaking of Abiotic Factor, I really do hope they lean a little bit more towards into, like... I don't want to say scientific investigation, but the fact it's like a not SCP and not Black Mesa... It's like,
Someone tried to eat soap.
well, that's not good. It's like, I want to find more about the table that hates. I want to find out if it'll absolutely disintegrate me if I come near it. It almost kind of feels like they're worried to play too much into the lore of their own universe. It's like they already have a lot of stuff they could play with. Also, damn, I think I talked about this in the first stream, but I know that's a lot of, like, low poly stuff in the distance for the sake of saving resources, but gosh darn, this game looks pretty good. Nah. Not everything everywhere is for us. Yep. Also, I also brought up a cookie during my break time, so I'm going to have it. Oh. Oh, this must be their podcast bay. So, thought experiment. As I'm walking around here, I'm thinking about how in, like, the recent Resident Evil games, there's bodies, there's signs of death all over the place. And that, it doesn't really, you know, it's set dressing. In something like this, however, it's really disconcerting. And I can't pinpoint why. Part of it is what you'd expect to find. Yeah, that's probably exactly it. You don't expect to play a space thriller and find a whole ship full of boids.
So apparently there's hope. We can... No. Wait. The memories won't come back. So much for the hope.
This is starting to remind me... There's a lot of parallels in this and the Dawn Trail in FF14 about the atrophy of memory. Flies are no longer interested in affected people. Since Yasna partially lost her memory and then we had those flashbacks, makes me wonder if the flies are like, oh, yo, we're coming back for you. This is hitting pretty close to home. Yeah, that's understandable. Well, luckily we haven't seen any messages written in blood yet, so the shark has not been jumped. This is the private podcasting room. Granted, I was thinking about doing not necessarily podcast, but just more like audio only.
He couldn't get out. Poor bastard.
Hmm. Oh, he brought his people in here.
Rachel must have given them something to calm them down, as he did in a hideout. Huh. This soporific could be useful, although I prefer not to have to use it.
We're gonna dose up Rahitra, aren't we? Subject of why this is effective. The game would open up with this. Like if we woken up a ship and seen exactly like, I wonder if half so. Yeah, if it opened up like Alien Isolation, even though I haven't played it, so I don't know how that opens. Yeah. You know, this also reminds me about a article I was working on, because I think I gave it kind of, at least when I was trying to get through it. I'm going to open up my docs here. Where was it? Oh yeah, I was titling it Starfield and Fighting Off the Nihilism of Forever. Because it's like something I kind of noticed with Starfield when I was playing it, kind of on and off for a month, that since the whole, spoilers, the whole thing is that you can reset the universe once you ascend into a Starborn, it basically means that decisions don't matter. Like if you end up doing something really bad or hosing someone over, it's like, what consequences? You just reset the universe and you get to start again. And it's... I guess the thing I was trying to go for, but I was having a hard time putting into words, is that the concept of spacefaring, like, it really does put into context of just how godforsaken insignificant we are. And how it's like kicking sound and fury over Spotify not loading or a coffee shop order not being correct is just in the context of everything. Just misplaced priorities in the scope of the grand scale.
Were you deliberately trying to slow me down?
I didn't design these elevators, if that's what you're asking.
No, that's not it. You can clearly control them, but... never mind.
Dirac field, ready to activate. Spherical thrower.
Rahitra!
Here.
Yeah, 80s design posted all over this.
Yasna, are you there? What are you waiting for? that you're here, why don't you help me?
With what?
With the probes. They're over the battlefield. I do have visuals from the Cyclops here, but I can't do everything on my own. Oh, wait. Activity's increasing. They're coming. Are you helping or not? Come on, Yasna. It's about to start. I can't wait any longer.
No. You're on your own. I'm gonna call my commander.
Fine, suit yourself. Just don't disturb me.
Where can I find...
You can handle it.
Condor, over. Astrogator Novik speaking. The IC Dragonfly Unit Commander. Condor, are you there?
Astrogator, it's me. I made it to the Condor's bridge.
What about Rahitra?
He's here with me.
Has it slowed down at all?
On the contrary, there's gonna be direct conflict. Any moment now.
That's not good. May I suggest you...
Ah! Did you hear that?
Yes, yes.
It's hard not to.
Oh, what a fucking mess! I must check on him.
Copy that. Awaiting contact.
Rahitra? What's going on?
I don't understand. It was going so well.
Is it over now?
The field helmed? It got so many of them. It's gone completely mad. Now it's wandering around aimlessly.
Sounds familiar. They look enraged. Listen, I connected with my astrogator. We need to talk about what's next.
I won't leave it like this. I guarantee you.
Rahitra, your men are on their way here. On the Invincible.
I've heard that before.
Turns out it was true all along. They're flying here. Do you hear me? We'll sort everything out.
So, Horpak is flying here with company? What an honor. And when will they arrive, if I may ask?
We anticipate they'll arrive in a few days.
A few days? That's a lot of time for me.
I realize. We'll come back to that. Let me go back to the radio. I'll return soon.
Not really living in the grand scale, like... Yeah, I just meant, like... having a whole day go sideways because of a minor inconvenience in terms of the overall scale of things feels, like, needless.
I'm back. The fight is over.
Well, I think I know the outcome. I'm registering increased activity from the cloud.
Yes. A complete fiasco.
This was to be expected.
You didn't expect the attack to succeed, did you?
Did you get confirmation of the Invincible's arrival?
Yes, they're very close.
When will they get here?
Soon.
Could you be a bit more specific?
Yasna, I have the impression you're the one in a rush now. I don't know exactly. A few days tops.
Well, there's kind of a cloud coming.
Can I talk to him now? With Rahitra.
Okay. I'm switching you to the bridge. He should be able to hear you now.
Hello, Condor. This is Astrogator Novik, commander
It is
of the
me,
IC Dragonfly
God.
ship. I repeat, this is Astrogator Novik to the crew of the USCA Condor cruiser. Please come in.
Could you stop with all these? Rohitra, Engineer Rohitra. Among our crew, I'm the last man standing, so to speak, which I guess makes me commander. Who would have thought?
In that case, I'm making an official request to join our forces, to prevent the danger that threatens both sides.
Oh, enough, Novik. That's enough. I agree, officially and all that jazz. We're already taking steps to eliminate the threat.
Oh,
Far,
God.
however, your crew has not been cooperative. Anyway, we stopped playing defense and took the fight to them. The Cloud suffered significant losses. As a counterattack, though, it disrupted our communications. That's why we need to change tactics.
To be honest, I don't see how changing tactics in this situation would make any difference.
I strongly disagree, Novik. All it takes is the right tool.
Meaning what exactly? Let me remind you that we're dealing with a dispersed entity whose technological prowess is still unknown. And it has so far destabilized every machine sent its way. Even the most specialized ones.
That's why I'll keep it simple this time. No electro brains, no memory, only pure energy.
You still haven't answered me, Ritra. Please, just tell me straight. What are you up to?
I'm arming the charges.
Arming what? Explosives? Cluster munitions?
Hydrogen.
What? Rahitra? Are you serious?
Damn right. I won't leave all this unresolved.
How many warheads do you have?
50
Warheads?
from 30 kilos to 100 megatons.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's quite an arsenal. Over the top, I'd say.
We really do have enough power.
That's an understatement, Doctor. An amount of energy could rip the planet to pieces.
I'm not an idiot. I won't send everything at once. I'm preparing 8 smaller warheads to start with.
And then?
We'll see.
Are you sure this is a good idea, Rahitra?
Listen, Yasna, I know how it must look to you. A hot-headed guy from the Alliance who wants to use nukes. But put yourself in my shoes. I have 24 hours tops of complete situational awareness. I'm taking action here and now based on my best judgment. I don't know what will happen later. Where will I wake up? In what condition? So I'm going to avenge my people before that happens and ensure the safety of those who survived. They all deserve better than this. I know you understand. You're like me. You would do anything for your crew.
I understand, yes. Although it's hard to talk about revenge here. We are dealing with creations of necro-evolution. Dead evolution. Probably non-sentient ones. Taking revenge on the Cloud is like...
Whipping the ocean for sinking a ship?
Exactly. Like Xerxes. That's why I would consider this problem in the category of neutralization. Not vengeance. After all, nothing guarantees the flies will stay on Regis 3 if they continue to evolve.
Wait a minute, Doctor. Even if they were to master space navigation, wouldn't it take hundreds of thousands of years?
Millions of years, even, considering the evolutionary timeline. However, they could threaten humanity much sooner by sheer chance.
Not a chance I'm willing to take.
Let's not overreact. If we factor
Must have been. Okay. Yeah, thanks for coming, June. I'll make sure to save the archive as soon as I can in case you want to see how this all wraps up.
in sheer chance, we might as well get killed by a meteor.
No, Novik. It's not a meteor or an ocean or a storm. They don't hunt or degrade or cripple you mentally.
You, Rahitra, are still reasoning as though we were standing face to face with a thinking opponent. What if these beings are not our enemy at all?
Oh, good one. Are you forgetting how many of us they've already killed?
I will never forget, Rahitra. Still, I can't help feeling that they operate without any strategic plan. They attack from one incident to another. They're non-sentient, as the doctor put it.
So what, they're stupid? And that's why they can't be hostile? It's absolute nonsense.
Well, it could be. Yes, sir. What do you think?
They're not stupid or hostile, but rather programmed to react. to radio waves, to brain waves.
How?
They're breaking down communications to thwart the exchange of information.
So, they see no difference between a man and a machine? They take our brains for transmitters. That's why they're attacking us?
Exactly.
Wait, what species are you talking about?
Dr. Yasna found various traces of conflict, lasting for hundreds of thousands of generations.
Oh, they certainly competed with the local fauna. We've seen fish that evolved to sense electromagnetic fields. And underground, I found fossils of lizard-like reptiles. Some of them must have been predatory.
Well, I find it hard to believe that any prehistoric reptiles would possess our level of technology, not to mention in our style.
Well, they wouldn't have. But there were other machines here as well.
Other machines? I don't buy it. It's like some robot fables.
No, Rachel, these are no fables. We have gathered evidence for all this.
How did these machines even get here? Who built them?
Our
Aliens.
cyberneticist had a hypothesis before he lost consciousness.
About the Lyrans.
Yes, that one.
Lyrans. It does ring a bell. Wasn't there a book about them?
The Kraven's monograph. According to his notes, before the explosion of Zeta Lyra, the sixth planet of the system was inhabited by intelligent beings. Let's say their scout ship landed here and that a disaster occurred. Some kind of reactor explosion, chain reaction. Suffice to say, the wreckage that landed on Regis 3 had no living beings on board.
Only the machine survived.
And then what? They started bashing in each other's tin heads? Doesn't make much sense to me. Machines don't have emotions. They don't argue.
First things first. Millions of years ago, some highly advanced race sent machines to Regis 3. And these were specialized homeostatic mechanisms, left with no one to command them. As an engineer, you know well how it is. A robot does what it needs to do, whether it serves someone or not. At first, they probably just repaired themselves, or built a home for their dead masters.
Until something forced them to change.
Exactly. Certain types of predator eat anything that moves. So I'm betting they were attacked by local fauna. The key was that these machines had the ability to produce others as needed. To combat, say, flying reptiles, they started producing flying machines.
That still doesn't explain why they started fighting among themselves. Since they already defeated the living organisms, why keep producing themselves? It makes no sense.
What's a guiding principle of a homeostat?
I don't...
That was a rhetorical question. It's all about survival in changing conditions, even the harshest ones. Further forms of necroevolution were no longer threatened by the local fauna, but they had to find sources of energy and materials from which they could produce replacement parts and offspring. Originally, their descendants were undoubtedly powered by radiant radiation, but on Regis, there are no radioactive elements at all.
Sounds familiar. When the energy runs out, you have to wheel and deal.
Yes, the default source wasn't available anywhere, so they had to look for an alternative. There was a severe energy crisis and a conflict among the machines. Simply put, they fought to survive, exist. That's what evolution is all about selection.
Wait, Doctor. We've established that these beings are mindless. Shouldn't the organisms with the most developed nervous systems win the game of evolution? In this case, instead of a nervous system, there was some kind of electrical one, but the principle remains the same.
Not exactly, sir. The most advanced of the mechanisms that landed here derived energy from their own radioactive resources. Simpler devices such as small repair systems could have had solar panels, and in that case, would have had a significant advantage over the others.
But the other ones could defend themselves. They could attack.
With atomic power, yes, that's possible. But I see it differently. In necroevolution, the most successful beings were those that excelled in miniaturization above all else. Also, the sedentary creations. The former gave rise to the cloud, which the flies form when necessary, in pursuit of a common interest. Meanwhile, the sedentary ones gave rise to a peculiar species of metallic vegetation. Those structures formed the city.
So,
Well.
it's still functional?
No. For some reason, the city lost a fight for survival. And now, there are only rusting remains. Only one form survived. The microbots that conquered the land on Regis 3.
So, these flies just adapted best.
To the conditions of this planet. Yes, that's how it works.
So, to summarize, some alien race sent advanced robots to Regis 3. The local dinosaur-like monsters tried to eat them, so the robots produced other robots, which produced more and more robots, until they fell victim to their own overproduction. After a number of iterations and wars for resources, they spat out the murderous cloud, which took over the planet.
Indeed. To put it simply,
For me, the matter is perfectly clear. Makes no sense to bomb these creatures. I'll even say it's a greater danger to us than to them.
But how else do you imagine defeating the cloud?
But that's the thing. I don't. It's invincible. Yes, sir, do you agree?
Well,
if this is gonna work, the attack must be all out.
What are you saying, Doctor?
After a sufficiently powerful explosion, the ocean waters will begin to vaporize. Cloud cover will increase, the albedo will rise, and the resident symbionts won't be able to provide the minimum energy needed for reproduction. So yes, we can destroy the cloud,
ha! I knew it!
along with ourselves.
Oh.
Wipe out the entire planet. That's not our goal here, is it?
No, it's not. So, you think there's no point trying with smaller charges?
We would risk our lives for nothing. So yeah, I am against bombing. We won't help anyone this way.
But what else could we do, if not attack?
The Invincible is near. We can wait for its arrival.
Huh, right.
That is one solution.
Somehow I had a feeling I would never leave this place.
You don't have a lander?
We had two.
But the cloud destroyed both.
Huh. Done. Warheads are armed. One more press of a button, and there'll be no turning back. I can't.
That was close.
I'm suspending all actions leading to conflict. But what should I do now?
We no longer have any landers. So I hate to say it, but I can't help you. And believe me, I would like nothing better.
Let's send a message to the Invincible. A short report on the status of the crew. And on our discoveries.
You should also introduce yourself as a member of the Commonwealth. It's better not to hide it, as it will only arouse suspicion.
Don't worry about that, Novik. It's up to me to make sure they understand everything. Now, let me check on the guys. I want to make sure they're stable. I hope we'll speak again, Astrogator.
Well, until then, Rahitra.
I'll join you soon.
No hurry, Yasna. Take your time.
So, he's gone.
Doctor. Yasna, it was truly an honor. I'm having a hard time finding the right words.
I have one last request.
I'm listening.
I'd like Koval and Krauter to remember me, even just from your stories.
Of course. I'll let everyone know what you did for them.
No, I don't care about gratitude. I just want them to know who I was. I am.
All right. I will try to do justice in capturing your extraordinary character. Although I must admit, it's not an easy assignment.
As always. I'm not making anything easier for you, Novik.
As always, Yasna.
Have a safe journey.
Thank you, and take care. Over and out.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You look...
Like shit. I know.
really tired. That's what I meant to say.
Because you're trying to be polite. The undeniable truth is, I look and feel like shit. Will you close it for me?
Of course. Support and stimulants will help you.
I won't sleep. I can't. We know that. I have to endure somehow.
It won't get to that. Because I'll tell you everything all over again.
No, Yasna. I know me all too well. I won't believe the cloud can't be defeated. Or help you convince the Invincible's crew you're innocent. You'll end up in custody, and they'll just repeat our mistakes. It's a strange feeling. Remaining conscious in the hibernator.
You clearly haven't visited the infirmary often. This is a standard procedure for a long recovery.
Will you take another look at Landor and Spluskas?
I'm doing it now. Don't worry.
Thanks. Are you still wondering whether to go to the nest? This is probably your last chance. If you want to make it before the Invincible arrives, it would be good to have you here. When they come, the journey there and back will take you about 12 hours.
No, I'm not going. I know it's a unique opportunity to get closer to this phenomenon, and I might never get another chance. But I've thought about it a lot, and I'd rather stay here with you. Now rest. You should save your strength for their arrival. Too heavy, hands become. Down you go, oh bright sun. Night is not that scary. At last, they've arrived. Rahitra, do you hear? They're landing now. Rahitra?
well. So, no, I almost did not start crying when she started singing out loud, because I was thinking the cloud was going to swoosh over. I was absolutely convinced. Like, they weren't going to let her live to the end. Concerning the couple achievements I got that you might have heard pop, I think I might have made the right calls. Because even if what Rahitra said was right, I mean, there's going to be evidence out the neck. Daisy May for Yasna. Why is that name familiar? I feel like I've heard that, I've seen that name before. Yeah. So, that's the Invincible. Oops. Yeah, I must say, for something that was sitting in my humble monthly stash for a while, I decided to redeem on a whim. Pretty gosh darn good. I was going to take a look at the achievement list to see what I might have missed on. Yeah, it seems like a lot of the secret achievements would have been spoilers, so that's why they made them hidden on Steam. Also, apparently there was a mini game called Ping at some point. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess then again, the only kind of thing that slightly dinged it for me along the way was, like, it could sometimes feel like the script was finger wagging at me somewhat for not having the foresight on some decisions. But it also seemed like there were some issues, some technical stuff there along the way as well, like with loading zones and the rover not really liking being driven over what's not considered the, like, dedicated road. But past those 2 points, yeah, I liked it. Yeah, I kind of kept forgetting. Like, I was sort of kind of just getting lost in all the dialogue and writing that... Yeah, I kept not noticing, quote-unquote, that, yeah, that script's really good. Some really sharp writing. Good and thoughtful. I like. Well, now what? Shut up, me. Let's see here. What time is it? Well, we're 11:44. I don't really... Do we really have enough time to fire something else up, I wonder? I do need to check on something, so I'm just going to quickly throw up the break time, and There'll just be only a couple moments. Okay. Let's see here. What could we do? We could curse the high heavens back and forth over, Galatro. I've been trying to unlock the last 1 or 2 decks. And that requires finishing a run with like 1,007 seals, but hasn't been panning out too great. Yeah. I don't think we really have enough time to fire up something. If it was like 30 minutes earlier, we could most certainly get another game on the go. But I think that's actually be a really nice place to call it. Also, I only now just noticed at some point we had a whole bunch of dropped frames, so that's fun. Great! Life is pain and torment and pain and, oh, cheese on toast. Well, let's see. We could take a twee old gander here and see... Nope. No one else is streaming the Invincible. I was the only one. Please clap. Let me just check again real quick if any of our other known folks are... Check again real quick. Shut up, me. If any of our known folks are up and at 'em. No. Alright. Let's try and find someone small to raid. Preferably one that won't make me regret it. Nope. Those are all gigantic. No thank you. Oh! I was talking so much about Abiotic Factor. Let's see if there's somebody small streaming that. We can go... Yahoo at... That person's not even there. Okay. That person has a very problematic avatar. No thank you. How about you? Yeah, here's someone small we can hit up. Alright, for those of you still on the Twitch side, stand by. We're going to go ahead and raid somebody. For the rest of you, I will hopefully see you here sooner rather than later. Like I mentioned up at the top, of tonight. The old brain's not been faring the greatest. But, yeah, try and poke in every now and then for at least a few hours. Try to. Keyword. But yeah, nothing else on the go. So, till next time, go wash your hands, go get some water, and go take care of yourselves. And we'll see you next time. Good night.